What's up guys, it's Demolition Boy 64 here, and today I am going to be going over what I believe to be the top 5 worst box weapons in Call of Duty Zombies from World at War to Black Ops 3. A couple of rules I want to cover before we get into this list is that, for one, I'm only going to be counting weapons that are either exclusively in the box or have exclusively appeared in the box before. Second of all, I'm mainly going to be judging these weapons based on how well they perform on solo, since that's what I play most of the time because I'm lonely. If a weapon happens to have special properties that are only applicable to multiplayer gameplay, then well, that sucks for that weapon. Anyway, let's get on to the list. The China Lake is about as effective as an actual Chinese weapon. That is to say, not at all. Like many other explosive weapons, it has the same issues of lacking mobility and lacking ammo. And you're also at risk of killing yourself with this weapon, although the maps that have PhD remedy this issue. The biggest issue with the China Lake is that it's very weak for an explosive weapon. Rather than shooting grenades, it instead shoots paintballs that just ruins the zombies' clothes. The China Lake will quickly struggle to kill the zombies, rather creating crawlers instead. The Pack-a-Punch version is better, becoming more powerful, gaining more ammo, and an increase in the weapon's mobility and fire rate. However, this weapon is still ultimately outclassed by its brother, the Pack-a-Punch WAW, which still isn't that amazing of a weapon. Overall, the China Lake is a defective, chewed-up dog toy of a weapon that makes me want to explode every time I get it from the box. The popular phrase, "never bring a knife to a gunfight," completely applies here. While stronger than the regular knife, the ballistic knives don't exactly pack a punch, as the zombies will no longer die to one knife after round 4. That's pitiful. There are some ways to increase the power of the ballistic knives, such as shooting the zombies in the head, buying the Bowie knife to attach to it, and or pack-a-punching them. But even with this fact, and despite the fact that you technically have infinite ammo since you can pick up the knives, killing the zombies is such a long, arduous process that it'd be faster just to go off and grab a new weapon to use. To give credit where it's due, if you're playing with 2 or more people, the cross-refibrillator has the ability to revive down players, which for those who serve as medics can be very useful, as you basically don't have to use quick revive, although this technically comes at the cost of a weapon slot if you want to use the cross-refibrillator. However, like I said, these weapons are only being judged by the performance in solo, so the knives lie here. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to use an explosive weapon where the explosives didn't explode? Well, you're in luck, because the War Machine, which won't be starting any wars, can do just that. Unlike literally every other explosive weapon in the series, the War Machine's grenades do not explode on impact. They bounce around like tennis balls, landing in random locations and then exploding after a few seconds. But hey, maybe the grenades are super powerful to reward you for properly angling them, right?
No.
Unfortunately, the grenades are about as powerful as the grenades you get by default, meaning that you're more likely to get killed due to unpredictable trajectory. To add gunpowder to the wound, you are as slow as the crawlers when carrying this weapon, meaning you don't even get the decency to run away from the tennis ball grenades. This weapon, when unpack-a-punch, is truly as bad as COD weapons can get. The only reason why this weapon ain't number 1 is because when pack-a-punch, the War Machine actually becomes decent. Not amazing, but hey, the grenades actually explode on impact, making the PAPT variant usable. Still, there are much better options, hence the War Machine makes an impact here. The SMR, short for stupid motherfucking retard, is about as accurate as a woman trying to pee while standing up. Due to its hilarious inaccuracy, you have to be within kissing distance to be able to hit the zombies, especially if you're going for headshots. If you do land your shots, well, tough shit, because the bullets are effectively as weak as blowing bubbles. When pack-a-punched, the SMR becomes the smiler? Aside from the reticle, who's smiling? Jimmy Zelensky as he fantasizes about little Timmy upgrading the SMR, only for him to start crying when he realizes it's still garbage? I guess the zombies would be smiling, because this piece of garbage basically has 420 BB pellets that don't do anything to them. Bottom line, the SMR is a troll weapon that manages to be so bad that it almost hits the #1 spot. But I guess it couldn't even hit that. What a shame. That clip right there alone should tell you everything that's wrong with this weapon, but I'm going to go more into detail anyway, just because that'd be fun. Now, some of you may be scratching your head at the fact that the Springfield is on this list, because it's a wall weapon overlooked, but the Springfield first appeared on Nocturne Toten as a box-exclusive weapon, so I'm counting it. The Springfield is a bolt-action rifle that only has 55 shots total. Already a bad start, but it gets worse. If the SMR shot bubbles, this thing shoots imaginary bubbles that don't actually exist. This thing 2 shots in the chest on round 1. Round 1! For a gun that has 55 shots, that is absolutely pitiful. But wait, if you hit the head, you get 1 shot on round 1! And to add the diarrhea on the shit cake, the iron sights are slightly misaligned, meaning that at a distance and possibly up close, you can miss your shots dead on. This weapon is so bad that surviving with it gets difficult on round 3. I'm not kidding when I say you're going to be better off with the starter pistol in this piece of shit. And to finalize its position on the #1 spot, you cannot pack-a-punch this weapon, meaning that it never gets any better than this. So congratulations, Springfield. You take the medal for the worst box weapon in Call of Duty Zombies.